Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where I don't know. All I know is like we're gonna be continuing it with the Unite, Bring Peace to the Realm story, only just because, well, we are nearing completion for it. The thing about it is, I don't know if by nearing completion for it, we need to do like 2 more videos, or this will be the last video. We might have to do 2 more, only just because, like, you know, there's this, then there's the rest of hard mode, and there's probably gonna be another cutscene that we'll have to view after we complete it. So that'll be a whole thing by itself, but luckily we should be able to manage everything that we need to do, and probably next time that we even run this, we should be able to, you know, beat up a bunch of the Umbral Pack people who are trying to, like, raid on what we are trying to do, and just do better than them. So now, right now our mission is to get a ton of pink bear jellies, because that's literally our effects of what we have. As you can see right here, pink rainbow crepe. So whenever we get a rainbow bear jelly, even though it doesn't give us as many points, it will give us a bunch of pink bear jellies. And we also have pink bear jelly attack crepe. So basically makes it so that little balls of pink bear jellies just appear. So all of this is about collecting all the pinks, which, my gosh, I wish this level could have focused more on of course, focusing on the pink bear jellies. Yes, I really wish I had access to the Rambertan like treasure thing, so that I could make it so that, oh yeah, look at that, perfect. But like, it just makes it, and look at all those. Oh, look at all those. Yes, but it just makes it so that, like, anytime I get a pink bear jelly, like, or like a decent amount, a bird will come by and give me even more jellies for the amount that I collected. Like, I'm sorry, but that would just be very helpful. Oh yeah, I only got 2 curses, but still we're making it work. Oh, that was close. Okay. Luckily, we're still getting our missions. I think we need to get 13 done at least, and I think with our skills we should be able to. I'm hoping. All we really need to do is just focus on not only getting the pink bear jellies, but also the rainbow bear jellies, so we can get even more pink bear jellies, which I know it sounds like a whole handful to focus on, but you know what? I'm willing, so I'm not going to try and stop it. Oh, that was close. I'm going to be honest, I missed some rainbow bear jellies right there, but I'm still making it work. Oh my gosh, that was too close. Okay, got that. All these pink bears I will collect. The ones that were further away were easy to use the little magnetized punch that I had. You know, you don't have to attack me like that. You know, that's ridiculous. How dare you just fly all of a sudden right in front of me? And I'm pretty sure after this, like I mentioned, there should be just one more cutscene. There is a hard mode activate. I missed one. There's a hard mode too, but like I think that's part of the main story, so there's not much that we can really do about that. We can get a better ranking, but the thing is, we just need to get more points for like one more big upgrade. And that hopefully should be coming up soon. And I'm honestly hoping that this is going to be the video where we actually encounter HALITE GAUNTLET. I'm just praying at least, hopefully, because if not, I'll kind of be upset. But there we go. That's all the missions are completed. And, well, that's that. Shall we turn back time? No, sirree. Now go to the Plum jail. Yep. Oh, I like how the jail is actually some bamboo, like, twine. Like, it's actual, like, lines of bamboo. Cute detail. So before we move on, well, first of all, I can claim all these. I did want to see what the last thing I could cook up was. Cool. Now we have access to hard mode. I wanted to check this thing first. I wanted to see what's the other food that we could rely on. Pink bear jelly gust crepe. Interesting. And also we got sturdy armor. And also pink bear jelly party crepe. Oh, okay. Well, I guess pink bear jelly gust crepe, meaning gust creating 45 pink bear jellies blows every 13. Yeah, that's real optimal. We're gonna put all the ones that are recommended because I'm pretty sure the ones with the thumbs are like, hey, these are the ones that everyone uses. So that'll be helpful. But now we do have access to what? Am I going? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna rush this cutscene. Then we'll probably do a solid run of the hard mode, see how far that gets us. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what we can have afterwards. But we get all these nice rewards. I need to break open these geodes for good rewards and good loot, and hopefully that sweet, sweet costume. I'm praying.
So these are the Great Ramparts. They say no lifetime is long enough to walk its entire length. This is the furthest I've ever ventured from the lands of the T-Clan. I should gather several new volumes to add to the library while I'm out here.
Aha! You're standing in front of a view like this is the first thing that comes to your mind is books? Long as your tea cookie, you really are one of a kind. And no matter how long the ramparts stretch, at the end of the day, it's just a big row of cookies built. If I had my steam bun snow leopard with me, I'd have cleared the whole thing in no time, ha ha!
Steam bun snow leopard? Oh great, now I want steam buns! I should have packed more when we left the Skyborn clan. I'm completely out of dumplings too.
Clear the mind, curb the desire. Stop whining. You're the one who inhaled our rations almost as soon as we left. The HALITE Monastery we are headed to is a place for severing such attachments and desires. Keep that in mind.
What's wrong with wanting things? And besides, don't you need desire to stay motivated?
Every now and then, you say something surprisingly sharp. You're not entirely wrong, but you need to know how to empty yourself too, as I once had to. Now then, once we're past the gate, we'll have entered into the HALITE Gorge. That's where the real journey will begin. Halt! This path is closed. The HALITE Monastery is currently barring entry of all outsiders. I suggest you find another route.
What? But we have to get to the HALITE Monastery. Why can't we get through?
That is not for us to explain. We are gatekeepers, nothing more. Take another road and be on your way.
Pardon the interruption. I am Nimbus Cake Cookie, heir to the Skyborn clan. I carry her a transmit authorization issued directly by the Grand Marshal of the Alliance itself. I trust there is no further reason to bar my path. Now open the gate.
A cookie for the Skyborn clan? Grand Marshal's own house, you say? That seal is indeed the Alliance's insignia. But the HALITE Monastery's order were exceptionally clear and strict.
I understood that the weight of the HALITE Monastery's orders and the predicament of this current situation, but there are times when the greater cause demands a measure of flexibility. Should the HALITE Monastery take issue with this decision, the Skyborn clan and I, acting on the behalf of the Grand Marshal, will bear full responsibility. Now open the path to the gorge without delay. Wow, Nimbus Cake Cookie, that was seriously impressive.
Ha! Worthy of being called by my sworn brother, wouldn't you say? Longjing Tea Cookie? Now that is something you only see from the firstborn of a great clan. Well then, with the gate open and all, how about treating me to a bottle of juice in the roadside stall?
That is what you wish. There is no reason I cannot oblige. I will see to it that you have every comfort before we enter into the HALITE Monastery. Is that not also a duty befitting to the next head of the Skyborn clan?
Ha! So this is how a spirit weapon acts, is it? He really is just as impossible as I am. Nagging and sipping juice. His strength is undeniable, sure, but he's nothing like what I imagined.
This place differs from what I imagined. I heard that entry was not granted to just anyone, but these steps truly have no end. I will make my own way. I'll make my way up in my own place. Please go on ahead. I thought we hit a flat ground after climbing the gorge, but why is there another in the staircase? Why does HALITE Gauntlet Cookie live in a monastery in a place like this?
Save the complaints. This too is part of the training. With each step you shed one layer of the sweet indulgence of the mortal world. Though, of course, I personally have no intention of doing such a thing.
So this is the teaching of the HALITE Monastery. Remarkable. To temper oneself on every path, whether ascending or descending. I would do well to incorporate what is needed into the Skyborn clan's own teachings. The elegance of the unhindered azure blue, combined with the hardened uprightness of the HALITE Monastery, the results would be a form of martial arts of unrivaled strength and beauty.
Now that is worthy of thought. Now that is a worthy thought. Learning has no end. And at your own age, it's good that you start thinking on a big picture. We need to get to the monastery quickly. This orb is starting to weigh on me. Suppressing its energy while on the move is draining me faster than I expected. And yet... Incoming! Everyone, step 50 paces back!
Be gone from this place. Entry's forbidden.
Is that any way to greet an old companion after all this time? You've gotten colder since I last saw you, HALITE Gauntlet Cookie.
I did not devote myself to this place for the sake of trading idle jokes with the likes of you. Are you truly attempting to cross into the sacred ground carrying such a foul and corrupted instrument?
As expected. You sense the malice within the Dragon Orb immediately. And I trust you don't need me to explain just how troublesome and dangerous a thing like this is to leave loose in the realm.
Entry is forbidden. I will not repeat myself again. Turn around and make your descent now.
Oh? And if I refuse?
Then I will simply have to make you.
Huh. Those fists of yours still pack a punch, huh? One wrong move of my dough would have been split clean in half.
Whoa! So this is what it looks like when spirit weapons clash. I literally can't look away.
They're both fighting with every ounce of strength, every fiber of their will. What a clash of overwhelming power. I want to learn that flurrying fist technique. How does she do it? Oh, thou Christ a good taste to fight for yourself, haven't you? My own dough is itchy to jump in, but if I stepped into that, I'd probably be ground to powder in an instant.
Yeah, what's more important is how you're not being usually your reckless self. I'll give you credit for that much.
You think sealing the gates and standing guard here will be enough? You're just keeping yourself locked away with all you've done. I wonder what that master of yours would think right now.
Do not invoke my master's name so carelessly. The Halite Monastery has always stood here, and it will continue to stand here for generations to come. This is how we maintain the balance at the heart of the realm.
That balance shattered long ago. The Ebony Dragon's powers returned, and with it, the leader of the Umbral Pact has ascended. Chaos already engulfed the realm, and cookies are suffering across the land. And now the Dragon Orbs, new vessels of draconic power, are scattered across the lands. Each one is exerting its influence and reshaping the surrounding area. Is turning your back on all this turmoil truly what your master taught you? Is isolation the only lesson that you ever mattered?
I protect this place in order to have somewhere left to return to.
If the land of martial arts falls, nowhere, including here, will be safe. Now, more than ever, the Seal of Alliance must be reinforced and held together. You know that as well as I do.
But that power is dangerous. It is not arrogance to believe it can be contained.
It is not arrogance, it's necessity. One must do what must be done because it must be done. When we sealed the Ebony Dragon, we did not do it because we believed we could. We did it because there was no other choice. Besides, I have no intention of taking this anywhere else. If you won't let me in, I'll have to stand on these steps for as long as it takes. I'll even sleep here if I have to. So spare us both the effort and time and let us through. Huh.
Reckless. Still as reckless as ever. That is a strength, I suppose. But as always, you have no plan.
Huh. When have I ever had a plan? Both good and bad luck arrive without warning. Well, both good luck and bad luck arrive without warning. That's simply a fact of life, isn't it? Keep moving and a path will appear somewhere along the line. And speaking of which, I hear the spring water deep in the Halite Gorge is exceptional. Have anyone, bring out a bottle of juice brewed from that water. I'll just cross my legs right here and make a companion of the past years. Drinking to my leisure.
How is that, even after all these years? No one has ever succeeded in breaking that stubbornness of yours. Fine then. Perhaps this was always how it was bound to become. This was how it was always bound to end. Come inside. The head monk will lead the others inside.
Of course. I shall see to it, HALITE GAUNTLET Cookie. There are no coincidences in the world. That you have all arrived in these grounds means that there is a reason for it. After all, each of us must find our own paths forward.
Our own paths.
We take our leave to the monastery, guided by the Great Master's teachings. We go to aid these who cast into turmoil by the Ebony Dragon. May your paths be sweet and salty.
May you and all those you seek to aid and find refuge in the truth. And may all of you find peace, safe and harm.
HALITE Hero Cookie.
Oh, that's her? Okay.
HALITE Hero. Now I get it. I thought that was just like some bystander. Let me get into a more appropriate voice.
May you and all those who seek to aid and find refuge in the truth. And may all of you find peace, safe and harm. Master, what is the right path? When the world is in chaos, why does everyone seek their own path instead of staying together? What kind of heart leads them to such a decision? Doesn't something like a heart even exist in me, a mere weapon? So many questions. To have many questions means you're curious about the world, and to be curious about the world means you care for it. And so, who am I to say that someone such as curiosity and affection has no heart? You were always answered in riddles. Could you not give me a simple and straight answer for once? A cookie's life is the act of finding one's own path from within. The reason we train here at the Halite Monastery is to find that path. We may find it together, yes, but none can walk it on your behalf. That path does not exist only within this monastery's walls. It may be found in the pond beneath the prayer hall, or in the mortal world at the foot of the gorge. The act of resolving to seek that path, to take your first steps, that is what we call will. Will? Yes, to find and walk your path. Your will must guide you. Look upon the grounds. The disciples training here chose the path of relieving and aiding cookies cast into suffering and turmoil. These are times when all are lost in confusion. Every path takes a different shape. But one thing I can tell you is this. At the root of it all, a cookie and a weapon are not quite different from one another. Observe yourself and look within. Are you not already pouring your whole heart into relieving the suffering of others and striking down the forces of evil? You could say that you've already set foot upon your path. But is my will to fight the Ebony Dragon truly my own, or is it yours, Master? What do you think? What kind of existence do you believe the Ebony Dragon to be? No, let me rephrase the question. Do you believe the Ebony Dragon to be right or wrong? The more I fight, the more I feel myself becoming something harder and more refined. I believe the Ebony Dragon is a worthy opponent to face, but the dragon throws the world into disorder and cannot be seen as a force of righteousness. Is that my will? Or yours? That is
My own opinion? I want to grow stronger. Strong enough to defeat the Ebony Dragon.
Then that is your will. HALITE Gauntlet, you must continue to think for yourself and hold compassion for those who suffer. Devote your strength to aid them. That is your calling, and the burden you were forged to carry.
HALITE Gauntlet, Cookie. Hey, where'd you might just go? Called your name more times than I can count, and how can you afford to drift off with this dragon orb sitting right in front of you?
I was thinking about something from a very long time ago. I suppose I let myself sink into the needless thought. My mind still needs more tempering. Before we proceed any further, let me make my intentions clear. I have no intention of sealing the dragon's power again. A seal is something that will eventually break. It is simply its nature to fail at some point. Destroying the source entirely and leaving nothing behind. That is the most certain answer.
You really think I haven't thought of that already? The energy is fundamentally different from the Ebony Dragon's power we once faced. There's no reading its depth, no seeing into its core.
I agree that it is an entirely different kind of force, but we cannot know for certain unless we try. I have trained with the resolve of the mountains themselves. My fists are stronger than they have ever been. May this earth and mountains harden my resolve. I shall break free from attachment and strike unburdened.
Whoa, such destructive power. With such force, the dragon orb might actually break. Yet another display of power from a spear weapon. No matter how many times I witnessed such strength, I cannot grow accustomed to it. If only the Skyborn Clan's technique would capture even a fraction of such resilience.
Something's wrong, however. The dragon orb's not breaking. Oh, the contrary. On the contrary, the force behind the strike is being drawn into it. HALITE Gauntlet, Cookie, you must pull away from the dreadful orb at once.
How could this be? Was my training not enough? Am I still not strong enough, even now?
There's no need to blame yourself. What we need is an entirely different approach. After everything I've been through recently, I think I understand what's needed. Neither you nor I can approach the dragon orb the same way we once faced the Ebony Dragon. A certain brave and courageous Cookie has been seeking these orbs. From what he told me, these orbs appear to be from an entirely different lineage of dragons. Apparently the creator of these orbs made their domain in a tropical region called the Tropical Soda Islands.
All living things are shaped by the climate and nature of where they're born. It is possible that we may be able to learn why the orb's essence we may be able to learn of the orb's essence after examining the records we have of that place. It's only a start, but it may provide a sliver of truth.
And the Skyborn Clan will lead the way in gathering what is needed. Acting on behalf of the Grand Marshal, I will see to it that all information, records, and texts are collected. With our clan's name behind the effort, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. You have my word.
Agreed. Destroying the orb appears to be out of the question for now. Ultimately, for the time being at least, suppression is the only path remaining. But I take solace in this small mercy. The sensation of locking it within my gauntlet's grip feels no different than gripping the Ebony Dragon's malice.
In that case, I will summon the most senior and skilled monks in our ranks. Together we shall conduct a ritual to suppress the dragon orb's power. Whether we destroy this thing or seal it away specific somewhere, we'll need to gather more information before making the call. In the meantime, we're all welcome here to remain here in the monastery, right? Surely you won't throw us out after all that's happened.
I will permit everyone to stay. However, the training quarters are strictly off limits. For any other needs, speak with the head monk.
Well, if that's the case, how about we start by sitting down with a nice cold bottle of juice and catch up properly? What do you say?
In principle, juice is forbidden within the monastery grounds. As for me, I will be meditating. Do not disturb me. Everyone would do well to attend to their own training.
Understood and noted. Neglecting one's training is something only amateurs would do. I will not be the first Cookie of the Skyborn Clan to be counted as one.
Huh? You just walking off like that? Ha! Can we just train alongside you? That was incredible. I would have learned a thing or two for this place.
It may be presumptuous to ask, but I want to learn too. Training that hones the dough is something I'm really confident in.
Step back, all of you. Enlightenment is not something that can be achieved by begging. It is something you find within yourself. Head monk, please show our guests to their quarters.
He really just turned and just said no. But now, we have access to the hard mode, Umbral Pact X-Search, which I'm assuming this is going to be like 50 missions. 72 missions! Oh! And it wants me to run. Does it say it want me to run? Wait, hold on.
It wants me to run with HALITE GAUNTLET. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's level 11. Oh, that's so many levels. Oh no. Okay, well.
Let's, how about we do a simple-minded run like this and see what we can get done, okay? We gotta get points for our tavern anyway.
Next episode, I probably will just do a casual hard mode run, then complete the hard mode afterwards, and then show off that last cutscene, because this is probably going to take a long amount of doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I like running with HALITE GAUNTLET because I really love how the skill... Oh, hey, thanks for opening the door. Y'all look like little plebeian beans. Like you. Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, with a tornado. This, I think it reminds me of one of the levels of the Breakout that I was just recently running in. But,
Okay.
well, try that again because I got distracted by the stupid surprise bear. And you know the worst part? I should have quit because if I quit, then I would have kept the surprise bear. But I didn't, so I'm pretty sure I just immediately lost it. I think. It feels like there's something in my nose that makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. And it's not a sneeze, it's like something's in there. Yeah, itch. Alright, there we go. Alright, get the rainbow bird jelly specifically. Those are the hardest things to get, especially with the skill activated. Alright, this time, I swear for another surprise bear. Yeah, this time no surprise bear to collect. And I'm not going to get myself plugging face planted immediately. Because it makes sense why this is the hard mode now. I don't expect to get too far, but playing at level 7, I expect something to happen. But the problem is trying to get the single run missions done. Because I guarantee with single runs, it's going to imply like, hey, guess what? You're going to have to upgrade this cookie a ton. And not to mention the plumbing magic candy. Oh boy, how'd you do? Let's just get this plumbing handled. Like, I can't be bothered. I just want to do this. And then I want to focus on other things, because I know this is going to take a long while. I definitely, obviously, will do another video, like, running with all the cookies, just to finish as many missions as I can, seeing how many I can actually complete. And then afterwards, look how cute you all look up there. You ain't got no hands. Y'all are just hard working. I see y'all are definitely plum-shaped. That's so cute. But, oh, whatever. Anyway, glad that we actually met HALITE. To be fair, I kind of didn't expect her, you know, attitude to be anything less other than literally tough. But, yeah. What else can you really do? Maybe she'll come around, but then again, considering who she is, I'm not sure if she'll have a big change of heart. Anyway, that was only 12 missions. That only scraped the surface. To be fair, did it actually get us down to 50 missions? No, 60. Well, I guess it did 10, but, look how much they still gotta go through. There's still more steps to this. Unless maybe there's, like, some soup skill that I can increase, like, energy with. Okay, I got 2. Everything crepe. Of course, points for all jellies, and also Yellowbird Jelly Crepe. 6 out of the points for Yellowbird Jellies. Both of them aren't even recommended. Yeesh. For now, I guess I'll take this one just to have as a default, just so when I start running in the next episode, I'll be prepared just for a couple extra points. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then want to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media links on my, you know, card website or all plebs. You can buy some merchandise at the Plum Market, and if you want to, you can become a pleb yourself. Like, if you want to become a pleb yourself, you can become a YouTube member for $1 a month. But what else? I'll see you under these Guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.
I want to give a huge shout out to all of the plebs who are becoming members on the HyperHimes channel, being Casual Gaming, Luli Games, Jojo Sands, Eduardo Pimentel, Wavy Plays Games, Zagai Kotsu, Luca, Dings, Umi, Pibby IRL and Electronics, Chaos Jevel, Truth the CJ Official, Anti-Prank Official, Funcat, Pebbles, Sweet Ribbon VT, Dark Flare, and Mocha CRK. Genuinely, I can't thank you all enough for all the love and support, and let's keep on growing together.